Okay, example number 8. It says cost of various video games, $29, $45, $50, $55, $34, $28, $35, $35, $45, and $30. So the smallest number in my data set is actually a 29, and then it's a 28, and my largest number is a 55. So I can spread out my data anywhere between 28 and 55 in any way, shape, or form. So what I decided to do was to count by 5. So I put them into groups of 5. And since my smallest number is 28, I actually do not need 20 to 25. I just need to start with 26 to 30. So I have 26 to 30, 31 to 35, 36 to 40, 41 to 45, 46 to 50, and 51 to 55. By putting each one of the numbers within each one of these categories, I should be able to include every single one of the numbers in the data set in my frequency table, which is over here. I just kind of broke it up into a different format, which the format doesn't really matter as long as your frequency is correct. All right, so we have 26 to 30, we have 31 to 35, we have 36 to 40, 41 to 45, and then we have 46 to 51, and 51 to 55. So I'm going to put my frequencies inside of this. It's a little jacked up, but that's okay, no worries. And as I go through, I'm just going to mark them out, and then I'm going to move on to the next number. So the first one is 29. 29 goes in the 26 to 30 category. 45 goes in the 41 to 45 category. 50 goes in the 46 to 50 category. 55 goes in the 51 to 55 category. 34 goes in the 31 to 35 category. 28 goes in the 26 to 30 category. 35 goes into 31 to 35 category. 35 goes into 31 to 35 category. 45 goes in the 41 to 45 category, and 30 goes in the 26 to 30 category. You notice that this right here is our gap. There is nothing in there, but I'm still going to display those numbers on my graph because I have to. I just needed to fix that bar a little because I need to be able to write below it, so I'm going to fix it and make it go up just a touch. Okay, so I have 3, 3, 2, and 1. So this can make my numbering up my vertical axis super easy. I'm going to start with 0. I'm going to go 1, then I'm going to go 2, and then I'm going to go 3. I am going to put a little arrow just to tell you that those numbers could continue on. And then I'm going to set this, I'm going to do a little jagged line here because that jagged line means that I'm skipping a bunch of numbers between 0 and 26. So I have 26 to 30, which is just 3. So I'm going to create a bar that goes across 3 and down like so. All right, so that's my 26 to 30 category. And then I'm going to do my 31 to 35. So I'm going to do 31 to 35. It is also 3, so I'm just going to continue that bar on a little bit. Then I'm going to leave a gap, so my 36 to 40 category is not going to have anything in it, but I'm still going to display it because we can't ignore numbers. Then I'm going to go to 41 to 45. And that particular category only has 2, so I'm going to go up to 2. I'm going to create a little line across and back down. I should have left a little bit more space there, but that's okay. Then we have 46 to 50, which is only 1, so that goes right here. It's half of that bar. And then my last category is 51 to 55. And it also only has 1, and you can extend this line out a little bit more and put an arrow. So that is the histogram that represents this set of data. If I wanted to know what the mode of this set of data was, I would say that it would be between 26 and 30 and 31 to 35. If it asked where a gap was, that's this guy right here. It's a gap in between 2 different sets of numbers. If it wanted to know where the median of the set of data was, you can't tell by this, but you could put these numbers in order from least to greatest and find the number in the middle. If it wanted to know a mean or an average and you just had a histogram, you cannot find the mean or average just from a histogram. But if they give you the set of data, then you can find the mean or the average. Mode is going to be the one that's there the most, so I can get an interval that's there the most, but not necessarily a number that's represented the most exactly unless they give you the set of data. And then if they wanted to know the range between the set of data, I wouldn't be able to give you an exact range because they're in intervals, and because we wouldn't know exactly just looking at a histogram or a bar graph without the set of data what the highest number was and what the lowest number was. We couldn't determine what the range was. But if I wanted the range of intervals, I could say it ranges between intervals of 26 to 30 to 51 to 55. And that would kind of give you a range of where the intervals start and where the intervals end in correspondence to whatever the data provides or whatever the frequency table gives you. But if they give you sets of data like they did here, they give us 29, 45, 50, 55, 34, 28, 35, 35, 45, and 30, you can find your mean, your median, your mode, your range. And then whenever you get to box plots and things, you'll do interquartile range and outliers and things like that. And you can do it as long as you have a set of data. If there is no data and they either give you this or they just give you the frequency table, those things are impossible except for the mode in the interval. So that's that. Pay attention to the next example.